that would definitely be Airbrush class 202 or 302, okay? This is what I would call a stylized airbrush illustration. It's simplified and so on and so forth. So the hairs that I'm drawing are not photorealistic, but they're interesting and it makes it look more fun. Okay, I'm going to move down just a little bit further now to a couple of things that are happening in the collar and in the tie. One is that, and this is a common mistake, I think, maybe it's just common for me, that the degree of contrast between the white shirt collar and the shadow is not strong enough. It's too muted, it's too slight. Same thing on the tie. It's all just a little bit too light. So that's going to require a little bit of airbrushing. Now let me go to just one more area on the tie here. This edge, do you see this spot right here where the frisket lifted up? While I was doing this black, the frisket buckled and some of this black got under here. Now, two ways to fix this. One is to come back with an opaque blue and try to cover that up. Fortunately, I don't have to do that because I like that color. I just would like to see that continued all the way down the edge of his tie. So what I'm going to do is I can either cut frisket, but because this is a very gentle curve, it's easy enough to come in and use our friend the sticky notes again and just curve the sticky notes around here, and then I'm going to come in and barely hit that edge of that tie with a dark gray. Get it? That's most of my problem areas. Just one more, again, inside the crook of his little finger here in his white glove. That's not quite dark enough. I need to do a little bit of airbrushing in there and come back. That'll probably be a handheld frisket thing that I'll do, and do just a little triangle there. Let me see, one more thing. His teeth, I felt like got a little bit too dark. One of the mistakes is when you're doing whites of the eyes and white teeth is you think they're white, and they are not. So I certainly didn't fall into that mistake here, but they're almost a little bit too dark. I believe I'm going to come in. I could do some airbrushing, and I might, but my guess is that some white colored pencil, just barely kissing it there with some white, will make it light enough. I think that will work. I might do some airbrushing, but I sort of doubt it. That's about it. As I go along, I may see other things. You know, I may see, well, I'd like a little bit more, perhaps highlight on the dark side of his nose. I may take a colored pencil. In fact, let me do that right now. Let me grab a light brown. I don't want to go too stark with it, and just barely come in. Yeah, that's good. And do just a little bit of an edge. Can you see that? I think you can. Same thing here, okay? And then if that's too pencilish, I'll fade it out just a little bit, okay? That, I think, will cover it. You'll look for all the corrections. Oh, let me go to one more down here. I keep saying I'm done, and then I keep changing my mind, don't I? Here's a little problem right there. Little hiccup in the frisket. Caused that spot right there. That'll probably be fixed with my rapidograph or with a brush, and so on. Okay, I think that does it. Look at the final artwork to see how I've fixed all these things, and I hope it's to your satisfaction. Well, that does it. Once again, my name is Dan Nelson. I hope you've enjoyed this Airbrush 101 DVD. Hope it's been instructional, helpful, encouraging. And if you haven't done so already, I hope you go buy your airbrush and your paints and just start playing with them. Have fun. Don't take it too seriously. Remember, if you want to be a good artist, the key is do it. Don't talk about it. Don't think about it. Don't just watch DVDs. Do it and have some fun. If you want to get in touch with me, my website is dannelsonart.com, and let me know how it's going. Thanks. Bye-bye.